What's going on, y'all? We back again. Your boy Shakes, your boy Tech.
What up, what up?
How y'all doing today, man? You know.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We back in the game though. As you can see, we in a different location, you
It's
know
dark
what I'm saying?
outside.
We in the player's backyard, you know. How you feel?
Hey, man, it's spooky season too, man. We in October.
Yeah, that tree look mad creepy, right?
It's like perfect place.
Yeah, right. It's like it's photo bombing us, right?
Yeah, the crickets, man.
Yeah, we out here loving Mother Nature and shit. Got my toes in the sand. But yeah, man. So it's been a whole bunch of shit that happened since we've been gone. You know, we got some opinions on it. I think the biggest thing that happened, but it happened a while ago, but we still gonna talk about that shit, was the sucker ass shit between
Fresh and Fit.
Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach. Well, Abba and Preach wasn't, in my opinion, they wasn't suckers on the shit, but
That opinion we agree on too.
Fresh and Fit was on some sucker shit, man. Them niggas got all in their feelings because the nigga critiqued their video, critiqued their point. They ain't say nothing personal about them niggas, and them bitch ass niggas got all in their feelings. And I knew they was some bitch ass niggas when I first seen them, and that's why I stopped watching that shit. That nigga just got off on the fact that people started to know who he was. I'm talking about, I think what's the name? Myron. Myron's driving the whole ship. This nigga Fresh just on it for the ride, right?
Yeah.
And Fresh don't get no bitches. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out. Stop it. Stop it. Anytime that nigga's talking any dating advice, stop it.
Do not
Stop
listen
it.
to him, bro.
Anytime, so Fresh is fucking out of here, right? Fit, Myron, you can tell that nigga Myron just a nigga who got some a little bit of notoriety and started getting some bitches, because he not a bad looking dude and he in shape, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean he got game.
Trust me.
He don't got no game. You can tell by the way these niggas talk to the women that are on their show that these niggas got no game at all, point blank, period. You want to see the difference between a nigga who got game and a nigga who don't got game? Go watch TK Kirkland's interview on Alexis Texas podcast.
T to the motherfucking K.
T to the motherfucking K. Son, he macked that bitch down and she ain't even realize it. She ain't even gonna realize that shit until they have gone out the second or third time. Because he said every man talking to you ain't trying to have sex with you. So would you go out with me? And he was like, yeah, I'll go out with you because you told me you're not trying to have sex with me.
Mind you,
She ain't gonna know that shit. She ain't gonna know she got macked down on her podcast. That nigga is knee deep in it. You understand?
That's Alexis, Texas, man.
Because the nigga was smooth. When he disagreed with her, he wasn't combative like a female. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He, like, you know how these niggas throw these shots at these bitches and they be like, yo, it's 98% of, was it 80% of men are, like 20% of men or 80% of women are having sex with 20% of the men, or some that shit like that, right? So, like, I could just tell by the whole way these niggas move that they was just not who they said they was, and I've been unsubscribed to these niggas. When that shit happened with Myron and the bitch, cause I was watching, I was watching that shit. I'm talking about the girl who,
the one he was messaging,
the fitness lady or whatever, the one that he was messaging, the one that he was messaging, right? So, I watched that shit happen in real time when Fresh put Shorty's Instagram in the chat. I was like, yo, these niggas is the corniest niggas of all time. I can't fuck with them. I'm over it. I was already on the fence, and then that shit took me over. And then this, like a couple months later, the whole shit goes boom, 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 boom. But yo, these niggas is not even squares. They suckers. There's a difference. Like, you could be a square and not be a sucker.
and be cool. You can be a square and be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be a sucker and be cool, bro.
Ever.
Fugazi.
Them niggas was fucking clowning themselves, man. I'm glad the shit went the way it did for them niggas, man, because they needed to get the fuck out of here. And then they doing like punk ass shit behind backs, talking shit about niggas behind closed doors, or stop kicking niggas backs in.
Let's speed them up on what happened real quick. So, Myron and Fresh got critiqued a little bit by Abba and Preach.
Shout out to Abba and Preach. I fuck with Abba and Preach.
I fuck with Abba and Preach too. I fuck with Preach. You know what I mean? I like the way, like, what he did. That's why I was like, you know, I fuck with this dude.
You know what I mean?
And not for nothing, brother, we share a country, so I feel you. When somebody say they standing with you back there, like, bro, that's our country. What's up? Like, what you trying to say, bro?
He talking gang shit.
You know, like, yeah, we kind of explained in the beginning of the video where, you know, I could call Marlon. Myron?
Myron is his name.
It's a Marlon. I ain't even going to disrespect Marlon Wayans like that. But Myron
Jackson is a bunch of Marlons.
And Fresh didn't like the critique they got from Abba and Preach, so they started talking shit, but they started bringing personal things into it. It wasn't nothing about business, because the podcast.
It wasn't nothing about the point. It was about the point. They didn't counter their point. They just cried like bitches and got personal.
So, you know, of course, to speed up what happened, I mean, these guys talking a lot of shit. They brought up Preach's wife, you know, disrespected her. They talk about Preach's country, which is Haiti. I'm Dominican, so we share the same country. So
same
got
island.
Same, yeah.
Don't say same country. You're gonna get us blocked on YouTube.
On YouTube,
because we spreading hate, or spreading misinformation, right?
We share the same land. We share the same land, so I look at it like it's our country. You know what I mean? You got something to say about Haiti, you got something to say about DR. So, you know what I mean? And then Preach handled that like any, not even street dude, any normal,
shit like a man,
like a man.
I know normal because man shit ain't normal no more.
Yeah,
man.
It's not in this generation.
Like my nigga Sinful the P says, there's a lot of males professing to be men. You know what I mean? And as in the words of Gorgeous Dre, man is not a gender, it's a title. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of males, there's only a few men.
So
the Preach handled that shit like a man.
Definitely, bro. Like he called him out.
Y'all niggas talking about y'all gonna whoop my ass, and y'all talk shit about my wife. All
and
right,
they brought up to getting physical. They brought up the fight.
Yeah, them niggas brought it up, and then them niggas bitched out like, how you gonna challenge somebody to a fight and the nigga want to fight, and you be like, nah, I'm cool. But you figure your way out of it, like, nah, I'm gonna charge these niggas $2 million to fight.
You know someone really wants to fight you, and they are paying to fight you.
Yeah, niggas say I'll give you $20,000 to show up.
To show up. Listen, the fight could be however much you want to charge people, but
them niggas, he wasn't even trying to put no cameras on it. Yeah.
He was like,
that was them niggas.
Yeah, because not for nothing.
Preach just wanted that. He just wanted his 5 minutes. Both them niggas. He said, one bitch,
and I'm gonna take
the other bitch.
And I feel him because, like, you know, when I was watching the whole thing going
that's my nigga, man.
For my opinion, I'm like, I feel him, bro. Like, and it's the most annoying thing in the world is to watch or listen to a bunch of punks talk about your family and then back out. So they talked about his family, talked about his country, and then talked about getting physical and fighting with them over a critique. Because the video before that, Abba and Preach didn't say nothing personal about them. They would just talk about this, like you said, the subject, the situation.
They would talk about but it's a whole nother conversation. Speaking of that, keep going, because I gotta.
Well,
yeah, because there's something else that happened to me that I want to talk about.
I want to tell you about. Okay, I like that. I just wanted to add one thing, like you know, me. I was thinking about this actually earlier. You know, the whole thing with Preach, like, you know, Preach did show up to Miami. Mm-hmm. They were nowhere to be found. Now, was it Myron? One of them got a gun after that.
Fresh. That nigga was so corny. He's like, hey guys, I'm buying my first firearm. Like, yo, y'all niggas is the corniest dudes in America. Let me tell you how
cut it out. The most vagina shit, because you talk about fighting, right? No one's gonna die here. Mm-hmm. You talk about fighting one-on-one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And Abba and Preach live in Canada. I don't know the gun laws over there. You know what I mean? But I know the gun laws in this country. Mm-hmm. And I know that Florida is a stand your ground law. So that punk could have tried. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he went that far to be like, I don't want to fight this dude so bad. I went and bought something I've never used in my life.
I think that had more to do with them niggas running up in Myron Craig.
Oh, cool. Well, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. But see, here's something else that I want to talk about, right? Because I'm curious. I think we'll end it with this.
Okay.
We'll talk about some other shit some other time.
And
right?
we're gonna.
Did you finish your fresh and
I
fit
finished
one?
basically fresh and fit with being Myron and fit and fresh with being pussies.
Yeah.
About you critique us, just take the criticism,
Yeah,
talk
man.
shit back about the situation,
yeah.
whatever y'all talk about, but don't bring nobody's fucking family. You talk about my kids, my nigga, we might not even get to fight. Don't bring my kids
Ain't gonna
up.
be no. I mean, you know, ain't gonna be no camera response, nigga. I'm gonna just be somewhere you at, and we gonna check your temperature. Just it ain't gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna see. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna just see you.
And we're not setting it up.
But so check this out. There's this other dude, in, I guess, the black manosphere, right? It's my man. His name is Anton Daniels. I like him. He more on some financial type shit. Yeah, he be on Lapeef Let's Talk. Which, fuck that bitch K. But Anton Daniels, he was doing a show. He was doing a live about businessmen and time being money. So instead of them getting to know girls, they rather just buy pussy. And he was like, but is that tricky? And I woke up, like I was asleep, nigga. I woke up, checked my YouTube, seen the nigga went live. I didn't even see the video. I not see like 2 seconds of the video. The title alone, my comment was yes. So boom, I show up on the screen. Now this nigga's talking. Like my comments show up on the screen, he like shakes. Why? And I was like, oh, we talking. Boom, I'm in the comments. He was like, yo, he trying to get niggas to come on camera. I tried to come on camera, but for some reason it wasn't hooking up. But I'm in the comments like, yo, to me, taking a bitch out on a date is tricky. Anything financial you do in order to get the poontang as the result, that's tricky to me. And that's what I was explaining to these people. One lady was like, oh my God, these niggas think dating is tricky. We done. Right? So, but I'm like, that's how I feel, man, because that's who raised me. If you know what I'm saying. Like, we got so yeah, he kept talking to me, so I got a little internet famous real quick. And that shit was wild. Like, the guy really just woke up, was like, yes. He was like, yeah, shakes, yes. Why? Because it's so, like, his point is, and I wonder how you feel about this. So I'm gonna give you his point, and then I'm gonna ask for your counterpoint, or whether you agree or disagree. His point is, if you calculate your time into hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you make a certain amount of money a year, it's a certain amount of money an hour, right? So your time is worth a certain amount of money. Let's say your time is worth $1,000 an hour. Do you want to waste $3,000 trying to mac down a female like 3 hours for, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to mac her down, wasting your time is money equation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Subtracting from your time is money equation. Or would you rather just, here bitch, here's $1,000, give me an hour and I'm out. So you save more money essentially paying outright for the poon, as opposed to like what I still call tricking, but like dating and all of that shit. Mm. So he's trying to justify it and trying to call it something that's not tricking. But nigga, a horse by another name is still a fucking horse. You know what I'm saying? It's still a horse. Whatever language you want to call it, it's still that animal. So
horse and caballo.
Yeah, it's however you want to fucking try to flip that shit. So what do you do? What do you think? What do you think? Do you agree with him?
No.
Because I know business. That's how businessmen live, and I understand it. And that's why businessmen are the clientele.
I understand it and I respect it, because what they're saying is, I make so much money, I can just pay for this time and then call it a day. You know what I mean? and also too, like playing devil's advocate to him, because I agree with you, but that's because that's what's told to me too when I was younger. They're like, listen, you don't realize, but you always paying for it. They're like, men that are married are paying for it. They're like, men who are in relationships are paying for it. They were like, yo, it's a different form.
There's direct and indirect.
Exactly, it's a different form of exchange. Exactly.
Being polite about it.
That's my brother Drew in the background.
Shout out to Drew off camera. Producer Drew, volume
1.
But
it's basically you basically paying for it. At the end of the day, most of the time a chick ain't just gonna go with you or go with you if she ain't really rocking with you like that. She gonna make you work. If you ain't paying attention to it, that's how you get got.
Now that's where it goes back to fucking with who likes
with
you.
Talked about this before you got on camera.
Cause that's the that's the key to every male female relationship.
It's fuck with who fucks with
That's
you.
it.
It's
fuck
not
who you
about
like.
yeah.
Cause how can you not love somebody who does all this shit for you?
And who
Period.
like you said, fucks with you. So how can you not love somebody who just basically loves you? Like mother, you wait. Like we trick on each other. You know what I mean? But to back to that, so like I agree with you. Like if I was there, I would have woke up out my sleep and saw that. My comment would have been yes, because of the fact that I don't have older brothers and stuff like that. I got a few uncles here and there. I got a lot of good brothers. You know what I mean? That got older males in their life that'll teach you a little something. But I was always told when I was younger that you always paying for it. They're like, what they meant was, like, what to reiterate on what Shay said, if you in a relationship, if you dating, if like you paying for it.
There's so much shit.
It's a different currency exchange.
There's so much shit that I want to say that I don't, because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But
let your scalp shine, nigga.
It's like if you as a man, and you've heard me say this shit before, like women are attracted to men. Women ain't attracted to money. Women aren't attracted to none of that shit, because natural instincts is not currency based. Your natural animal instincts are not currency based. There's no such thing as money to your animal instinct. Yeah, woman's animal instinct is attracted to security. People equate security with money, but security is not equated with money, right? So, I listen to the niggas that the bitches paid. So, in any situation where I may have ever looked funny, it wasn't over no motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a bitch that I was fucking with, that I was trying to fuck with, but she wasn't trying to give me. I was trying to get physical with her. She wasn't trying to get physical with me. I was with this bitch all the time. She bought the smoke that we smoked. You know what I'm saying? She paid for everything. I just didn't get the pussy. Now, somebody else caught it, and it got back to me in a way, right? I'm gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna try to keep it as vague as possible. It got back to me in a way. And the way it got back to me was somebody was sending a shot at it. But I didn't take it as no shot, because I didn't take it as I took it as a shot, but I wasn't hurt by it, because at the end of the day, nigga, if you bought her bud, or you supply her bud, or you supply her alcohol, and you got physical, and she supplied all of that shit to me, but we never got physical, well, who really won? The nigga who paid the bitch or the nigga who the bitch paid? Come on, son. So, I'm the nigga the bitches paid. That's who I was. My wife make more money than me, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Shake them off, nigga. This is like... But at the same time, I'm still a man, right? Because it's all about respect, man. Like, I don't know if I ever told you the story. Me and fam was out one time, one place, and these two bitches walked up. We knew one of them. I knew one of them. He knew both of them. The one I didn't know, they was cute, right? The one I didn't know, bitch tried to grab my soda and drink out the straw, right? Now, 99.9% of men were gonna let her cute ass do that.
I'm that 99% because I'm gonna get the puss.
So you like, oh yeah, this bitch drinking my soda. She comfortable, she cool, she think I'm cute, right? It's cool you think I'm cute, bitch, but
I don't know what your mouth is.
That's what I told her to her motherfucking face. The fuck out of here, bitch. I don't know you.
Oh, nah.
I don't know who the fuck your mouth been. I said that to her.
You know what the trick is? You let them keep it.
Nah, fuck that. Nigga, I wanted my soda. I just got this shit. We in Crown Chicken, nigga.
It's a salty chicken.
I got the burger.
Salty burger.
I need, you know what I'm saying? I need my drink, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This bitch going, bitch, I don't know where you could have just finished swallowing some nigga. I don't know you. You pretty, you gorgeous, but nah, we cool. I'm not, nigga, for real, cut it out, man. Like, so, I can't relate to these problems that these niggas had because the niggas that, I listen to the niggas the bitches pay, man. It just is what it is, man. I never thought, like, I never understood how a man whose wife makes more money than him allows her to disrespect him. That shit on the one don't got nothing to do with the other. It just means you have more earning potential than I do in this corporate society. So we in this motherfucker together. It's still us, right? So if it ain't us against the world, if you in a relationship where you be competing with your woman, what kind of dumb shit is y'all niggas on? Like, it's so much dumb shit in the world. But as a man, you got to do everything for your woman too. Like, when they say happy wife, happy life, they mean it, but it's understood in a different way when you understand that it's not about the money. Happy wife, happy life ain't about bitch nagging you to do shit, right? Happy wife, happy life is you being a man of your word. So she don't gotta fucking nag you. Cause if you gotta do shit cause you said you was gonna do it. If you not gonna do it, don't fucking say it. You know what I mean, man? This shit could be a whole hour clinic on. You know what I'm saying? I got some game out this. I gotta get this shit off my chest. Say, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get this shit off my chest, man.
Hey, man.
Cause this is how I feel, man. I feel like I got so much to contribute to the world. Like, did you see the old picture, the throwback picture I posted when I was on my shake 'em off shit?
Yeah,
nigga?
that's fine.
My nigga, if you understood this, I'll tell you the backstory behind that shit off camera. I'm just a different nigga, man, because I listen to different niggas. So, if you stop listening to these niggas that pay these bitches, man, stop. They don't know what they're talking about. They got no game.
I also had to stop listening to these niggas that, like, they argue and disrespect women and do fuck shit like that, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like what that guy did with the Instagram shit. Like,
yo, that shit was like the most
telling the woman,
like,
like, yo, you want to get on my shit, you gotta fuck me. And she's like, no. And he's like, oh, well, you fucked all my friends. So what?
Yeah, that's like
the
way he did it.
Like, the way you coming about it, of course you don't want to fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, so
Off the sound.
we gotta sign out, man. We've been rocking this shit for a minute. Hold on. On that note, man, we out. Like, subscribe.
We're gonna do another one in about a week or two. It's spooky season, so we'll do some about crazy, weird shit that's happening. We've been to Clinton Road together, by the way. You remember that shit,
we
right?
can tell that story in the next video. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.